I remember like slapping the shit out of the top of it too.
I remember sticking it not all the way.
Go ahead.
I can't believe I'm going there. I can't believe I'm saying this. I remember sticking it just not all the way in.
Like just the tip?
No, way more than the tip. Not all the way in. Listen up, nerds. Let's talk about unlocked phones for a sec. The big wireless carriers, Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, when you buy a phone from them, it's locked. And guess who it's locked to? Just them. So you can't use it anywhere else.
That's ridiculous. And if you have an unlocked phone, then you can go to whoever you want, any of the big three, or you can go to like Cricket, Boost, anything like that.
Or maybe you like Ryan Reynolds as much as this guy, and you've got Mint Mobile. An unlocked phone will work anywhere. So you're probably wondering, why do I care about that?
Well, the craziest thing about that is the ICT let me try that. I'll just go off that line. Cellular Center, ICT, they actually have iPhone 15s right now, and normally they're like $650, but because they like us, they like you guys, they're going to do it for $599.
$599?
They're even still honoring the last code they gave us as well.
It went so well. Like, people did that so much that they're still offering it because it just drove business. So they're giving you guys $15 off of $50, off a $50 repair. Just use the code CCICT15 for either one of these deals when you're in the store. Go see them. They're across from the Men's Warehouse at the Town East Mall in Wichita. And, get a new phone, get your phone fixed. They can do everything there.
Unlock that sucker.
Yeah. What's
up, you Pixel Pirates or whatever you guys are? We are back. This is episode 5? Episode 5?
5-ish.
Man, I thought we would have given up like 2 episodes ago, but
no, like 30 days is what they say you give up in 30 days. We didn't. So I think we're in it for the long haul.
Well, the cool thing is, we've got some sponsors now, obviously. I've just been blowing money.
I'm telling you to quit it. Like, these guys are going to get mad.
It's supposed to go to cool stuff, like paying for our services and stuff like that. I bought a little alligator.
Yep.
Yeah, so that'll be coming in the mail. So we'll have a new airmail segment.
I heard something about a lion.
Yeah. maybe a monkey doing karate or something. We'll figure all that out. But I'm gonna start burning through this. You guys are gonna see me. I'm gonna be all different.
Man, yeah,
different. I'm just gonna.
It does, and you're gonna have to stop.
I'll never stop.
Oh man. So speaking of never stopping,
yeah,
I don't know how that ties in, but
speaking of words,
we got some helpful comments.
Yeah,
from some people last week.
Some hating
and
ass
apparently
nerds.
You guys know Sega history better than us, and when I say us, I really kind of mean me.
If you ever hear him say us, he means I screwed up, but I'm going to put us in this realm together.
Yeah, I just don't want to single anybody out here.
Yeah, I'd hate for you to single yourself out. That's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, who knew that people knew more stuff than us, right?
That's crazy. So yeah, we have this Dorcas Nerdius Maximus 805. That's
heck of a mouthful.
Already a super cool name. He's going to have some good information. But he said, "You idiots, the Master System was before the Sega CD. I should donate to your Patreon so Trav can put beans in his pants."
It doesn't say that. That was not his comment. His comment was so we can get a Sega history book. But, either way, you should, Dorcas Maximus. I'm just going to shorten it. DNM 805, you turd. Go out there and put $5 in the Patreon every month, and I'll get a history book. Not beans.
Maybe we'll get sponsored by Bush's Baked Beans. Like, it'll be a particular bean.
And then they replace me with the Bush's Baked Bean dog, and he just does the podcast for me.
That'd be pretty cool, though.
Better. It'd probably be better.
Damn.
We got another comment from Great Googly Graybeard. He said, "Wow, the Sega Saturn was after the Sega CD. Some nerd you are. Trav needs to be on Sega probation." Well, we just won't talk about it this week.
Yeah, you don't really like Sega anyway. It's not going to be fine. And what kind of name is Googly? Googs?
Great Googly Graybeard.
Dumb.
Yeah.
He's probably got a little baby beard.
Yeah.
If he can even grow a beard. It's like that Joe Dirt, patchy.
It's probably red and he wants it to be gray.
Yeah.
Let's get into some nerd news.
I'm so excited about the nerd news.
You should be. It's the best segment we have. It's always the first one. So there's that.
Huh. Let's see what you got.
Let's get in this hot tub time machine and go all the way back.
Okay.
To the year 1987.
I was 2.
Me too. That's kind of the whole point of this thing. Is that we were both born in 85.
Yeah, I hate it.
And we're doing something that we want to do because we're 40. Not yet. Sorry, you're not 40 yet.
No. Yeah, don't put me in that.
Anyways, Apple Computer introduces the open architecture Macintosh 2. Remember last week we talked about the Apple Mac 1?
Mm-hmm.
The Apple Macintosh 2 for the first for Apple with color graphics. So it was the first Apple computer with color graphics. It had a 16 megahertz processor, no monitor, the no monitor version. So you had to go get your own color monitor. Guess how much that sucker was? If you say a pizza, I'm going to come over this freaking table.
$300.
Bro, we're talking about the 80s, and this is the second ever Apple computer.
Everything was cheap in the 80s.
This thing was $3,900.
That's wild.
And then the system with 1 mega RAM, a floppy disk, and a 20 megabyte hard drive.
20 megs.
Mm-hmm. And a color monitor. How much was that?
$400.
I just told you the one without a monitor was $3,900, you dummy.
What was that quote? Was it God, who was it? Had a quote and it's like, yeah, like so many megs is all you'll ever need. It's
64 megs is all you'll ever need of a hard drive space, is what Bill Gates said.
What a dumbass.
I mean, he kind of created the computer with the Steves, so he's not really. Anyways, this thing was $7,000 with a color monitor and all that other stuff. So,
what do you think we can get for $7,000 right now?
What could we buy for $7,000? I mean, we get a sweet studio.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we could probably buy a golf cart, a sweet golf cart.
What do you think we could get if we were in Thailand?
Bro, where are you going with this?
Ladyboys. I don't know.
Oh, man.
We'll just cut that. It's fine.
1997, the Senate holds a hearing in Microsoft's alleged antitrust activities. Bill Gates admits Microsoft's contracts with internet content companies are barred from promoting the Netscape browser. Remember we talked about that last week?
Yeah, but why?
Because he wanted everybody to use the Internet Explorer browser.
So he got with the Senate and said, nah.
No, it was antitrust. So antitrust means that the Senate is saying you can't do that. Like, that's illegal. You can't put that in your contract that they can't use the other thing.
What a bastard.
Well, I mean, I guess, but he's filthy rich.
There's a reason.
Yeah.
He's shady as shit.
So, yeah, I mean, that's why. So Netscape was like, well, yeah, we're failing. And it's because he put that in the contracts for the people he was working with to only use his browser.
I don't like him.
Yeah. I mean, he's an all right guy now. I guess he's kind of, I don't know. He's a little wacky.
He did pay for some stuff in Chicago.
Bill Gates? Oh, yeah, right. Well, I don't even know. Yes, there is Chicago stuff in Bill Gates' name, probably. What are you talking about right now?
All the parties. That was fun. The Microsoft parties?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. You probably don't. That's real.
Oh,
shit.
Okay.
Shit.
That is computer nerd news.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some games. This was a big week for games throughout history. March.
Mm-hmm.
The first week in March is a big week. So in 1971, Magnavox signed an exclusive licensing agreement with the Sanders Associates for the television video game technology. That sounds real stupid.
Yeah, I don't know.
But what came of it was the Magnavox Odyssey. Did you ever hear of this?
No.
It was the very first home video game console. It was released in 1973. So they signed this deal, and then they made the very first home console in 1973 called the Magnavox Odyssey. I'd never heard of it either.
When the hell did Atari come out?
It's a good question. We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, I've never heard of this thing.
I mean, Atari was
real bad.
Atari was like before, in the late 70s, early 80s, I would think, because it was before NES.
So this thing sucked because Atari sucked.
I mean, this was the first thing ever. Like, can you imagine the very first video game system on a TV and like a nerdy kid at home getting that for Christmas?
No, dude, I'm thinking of Atari, and it was terrible. Like Pong, Pong is
Oh
what you
yeah,
guys came up with.
Asteroids.
I'm just saying, like, if this thing beat Pong and it didn't even hang out, like, good riddance, I guess.
I don't know. Yeah. All right, more Senate news. The American Senate Subcommittee on Video Game Violence. That's deep.
Yeah,
That is deep.
that's wild.
These guys, they reconvened a hearing. A group of 7 game industry companies, EA, Sega, Nintendo, Atari, Acclaim, Philips, and 3DO, tell the committee it will come up with a rating system by Christmas, by the
Okay,
Christmas buying system. And that led to the creation of
a
what is
rating
it called?
system.
Yeah, but what is it called? Do you know what the rating system that we have today is?
No.
ESRB,
Yeah, I've seen
Entertainment
that.
Software Rating Board.
Okay.
And that's what we still use today. So when you see a ESRB tag on a game, these guys came up with it in 1994 because the government made them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, government.
Thanks, guys, for letting us know if stuff's bad.
Mm.
Yeah. 1996. Acclaim released Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3
Hell
for the
yeah.
Sega Genesis. I was playing some where did that thing go?
No. Right there. Playing some fake little Nintendo. It's a tiny little box.
I was playing some Mortal Kombat on this guy.
Was it Mortal Kombat 3?
No. But I was playing Mortal Kombat this week.
I'm trying to remember, was Mortal Kombat 3 the one where they had like the different like scorpions, like smoke and stuff like that?
The very first one had the yellow guy, and his name was Scorpion, and then they had the blue guy, and his name is Sub-Zero, and then they had a green guy, and I think his name was Snake.
Maybe.
So the very first one, that's what I was playing the NES.
So the very first one had all those.
All of those 3 guys in it, yeah. And then the 2 ladies, the yellow lady and the blue lady, Cortana and something with an M.
I don't remember.
So anyway, also 2 days ago today, the 4th of March, the PS4 was released in Japan in 2000.
Ooh.
So happy birthday, PlayStation 2.
I thought you said PS4. Okay.
I said
I got
March 4th.
Okay. We'll go back to the audio. We'll check it and we'll see if I'm right.
You're not. 2009, Microsoft Game Studio releases Halo Wars. The RTS, the real-time strategy game.
Yeah.
I hated this.
Yeah, it was not good.
It was for Xbox 360. And we were Halo freaks.
Yeah, that's all we played.
We had those LAN parties. We had cable running all over the place. We had, I don't know. I feel like there was times when we had 8, 10, 12 people over there.
Yeah. Yep.
Just Doritos and
Mountain Dew
and just gaming night. And then people would just fall out and we'd wake up in the morning like random people.
And then Halo Wars came out and it's like, well, this sucks.
Yeah, it's dumb. I mean, the research I did said people liked it, but I didn't. I thought I was not into this, but I
also hated ODST, but
yeah, I don't know. But so yeah, Halo Wars not our favorite.
No.
Halo 1, 2, and 3.
I think favorite. 2 was probably mine. 3 was pretty good, but 3 I think was
Halo.
2 was my favorite.
2 was awesome. Loved it. 2009. Oh no, we just did that one. 2010. Final Fantasy 13. I know you were a Final Fantasy fan for 7. Did you play this one?
Maybe. I don't know.
This came out on the PS3. Did you have a PS3?
No.
Oh, so you didn't play it?
I did not.
Because Final Fantasy is a Sony exclusive.
Dumb.
I guess.
They miss out on so much money that way. Why do they do that?
Except I'm dumb, and I even wrote down it was for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
What a dummy.
So I'm an idiot.
We'll just call you out on it now so nobody else does later.
Yeah. DNM 805, you turd.
Yeah.
You can't call me out because I called myself out.
He said,
so, yeah, I didn't play Final Fantasy. I know we've got a buddy that was real into it. And sounds like you were too, maybe.
I used to go to my buddy Tim's house, and we'd be up all night just trying to unlock stuff. It was wild.
Yeah, never played. 2017, the Switch came out.
Hell yeah.
That we were talking. We had some comments this week, and somebody was talking about some handhelds, and they thought that the Sega Neo, I think that's what it was called, it played full size Sega games in a handheld. Like
That's
you just
wild.
pop the full size Sega game in
So
there.
they were like really ahead of their time on that one.
Yeah, they were. But this guy said that he thought that was the best handheld ever, and I think that thing was sweet. But the Switch for me, like this
Switch
thing is a console in your hands, man. Like
it's crazy.
it's
It really
so awesome, and the games are it's not PS5 and Xbox Series X quality, but the quality of these games in your hand is just awesome.
But the fact that you can dock this thing and put it on a big TV, you know what I mean? You can like
smart.
Bluetooth it to other ones. Like it's nuts, man. You'd be playing Mario Kart with somebody sitting on the couch next to you and you all have your own screen.
Right.
So,
or somebody across the world online. Like you can do both of those things.
That's pretty
awesome.
crazy.
So how much did that thing cost when it came out, you think?
$300.
Bingo.
Hell yeah.
You got it right. And it wasn't pizza.
I'm just gonna say $300 every time and see how far.
So I mean you all know the specs of it, but this thing is, I feel like it's the GOAT of all handhelds. Like
it's pretty cool.
PS
The Joy-Cons kind of suck.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they break easy.
Yeah, the Switch 2 I think is supposed to be fixing all that. So
maybe, but they're magnetic. I'm kind of worried about it actually.
I think it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I guarantee it'll be cool. I just think I'm a little worried about those Joy-Cons popping off because they're magnetic.
Well, imagine like if your cup was magnetic. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't have shit all over my floor right now. But
I don't know what you're talking about.
Moving on.
Gosh, always bringing real life into this. Okay, last one, 2017. Probably the same day that they released the Switch, they released The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Dude,
absolutely.
This game, my little kids still play this game.
Like, yeah, my son is still playing it right now.
Every tier of my kids play this game and they love it.
What's funny is he's at a part right now. He's like, "Do you remember this part? It's really hard." And I was like, "Yeah, that's like when I stopped playing it."
I just quit. I turned it off.
Nope, I'll go play Fortnite.
I'm done. That's kind of how I don't feel like I ever finished a Zelda game because they got too hard at one point and I was just done.
Yeah,
like I don't feel like I ever finished one.
I know. I'm the same way. It's like just not worth it.
No. So yeah, I mean that's nerd news for this week. Let us know what you guys think. What we got? What is this?
We'll let the listeners figure it out.
I am so confused right now.
Don't worry about it.
What just happened? Did he just activate the robots?
Maybe. We'll figure it out later when all these comments come flooding in. Like, Travis, you idiot.
Man, I do not know what that is, guys.
Good.
Wow. But that's a good way to do that. I was trying to figure out how we could play that game, and that's actually a really good way to do that.
Just randomly just start throwing stuff in there.
Just throw it up there on your phone. Because if I put it in here in Zencaster, or if I put it on the run sheet, we're gonna both see it. But if I'm just like pop it up there, like, what is this?
Just throw it up there and just see what happens.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. So I guess everybody tell me because I'm a dumb.
So I wanted to do something, maybe call it like tech foul. Yeah. And I was reading an article and they were saying like, okay, like Nintendo expressly said like with NES, like do not blow into the cartridge.
Absolutely did.
They said do not do that. It's going to make it bad or ruin it or whatever.
But guess what?
The only way you can get that shit to work is
that's
if
it. That's the only way.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it makes sense. Like all your like saliva all flying in there, and I think it helped with like the connectivity to it.
It did.
But then your nasty breath, mouth, like saliva, like just start. And
I would blow on somebody else's cartridge, and that's freaking. Now I'm just like, what?
Yeah. They got their mouth all over that thing.
Yeah.
Just to like lick the sides and stuff.
Like harmonica, just.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, and there's, I mean, sometimes you had to blow really hard on that freaking thing to get it to work, but it would.
I remember like slapping the shit out of the top of it too.
I remember sticking it not all the way.
Go ahead.
I can't believe I'm going there. I can't believe I'm saying this. I remember sticking it just not all the way in.
Like just the tip?
No, way more than the tip. Not all the way in. Not like almost all the way out.
Like like 3/4 maybe, or
like more than that, like 99%.
Damn.
And then you just clip the edge.
Yeah.
Is that edging?
Etching.
You clip the edge
Yeah.
and it would hit those pins just right,
Okay.
and it would finally work because you'd stick that sucker in there all the way, you'd stick it in there half the way. This is getting racy, folks.
Dude, I remember being a kid and just beating that shit because I was like tired of it. Just like slam
Wow.
this shit in there just to see if
I
it'll
didn't
work.
realize
And
it was that kind of podcast.
dude, I don't know, man. All I know is that just bring out the devil in you. And then you move to like the damn PlayStation. You like either like go to a buddy's house or they come to your house like, oh, do you want to play this game? It's like, yeah. And then you turn it over and it's got fucking scratch marks
Yeah,
all over
you know
it.
what fixed that?
No.
Toothpaste.
No.
Yes, dude. I
Gotta
promise.
be fake. Gotta be fake.
I promise. Toothpaste fixed that. It fixed PlayStation. It fixed CDs. It fixed Xbox games. You rub toothpaste on it, you let it dry, and then you wiped it off. It covered up all those scratches, and it worked.
This is gross shit, but I remember like licking the back of it to like
Heck
get it clean, rubbing it all over your fucking shirt and putting more scratches on it.
Yeah. So check this out about PlayStation 1 games. Did you know this? You could put those bad boys in a regular CD player, and it would play the soundtrack.
No, I did not.
Yes. Dude,
that's wild.
I did this with Twisted Metal 2. I remember vividly. Twisted Metal
2 had a
dude,
good
it had a
soundtrack,
rocking soundtrack. And
Yeah.
I remember putting that in the, because again, like we talked about for like the Nintendo stuff and the NES and jumping over the thing and whatever. Like I remember hearing this at school, like you could do this. And I don't know how people figured that out. Apparently not Nintendo Power, because that would have been Nintendo. So there was other video game magazines that I remember reading, but I don't remember the names of them for some reason.
PlayStation Magazine?
I don't think there was a PlayStation magazine.
I don't know. Anyway.
Maybe Gamer or something. Yeah. Anyway, yes, it worked. You could definitely put, not every PlayStation 1 game worked this way, but there's a bunch of them that did.
Now I want to buy Twisted Metal 2.
You should.
My wife still has a CD player upstairs somewhere, so I'm just going to...
You throw it in there. You can't put it on the record player. Don't try that.
I might try that too. I don't know.
It's not going to work. I promise.
It might be okay.
Yeah, and I think actually the original GTA worked this way too, and that had a pretty cool soundtrack because you could play. Remember, like you can do in Fortnite today, where they have tracks when you get in the car.
Yeah,
you could do that in GTA, and I think all of the tracks that you could use in the car
were actually
on the CD. Yeah,
dang, that's crazy.
I know.
It makes me wonder, like now, if we were to go back and listen to like Twisted Metal 2 soundtrack, like was it really that good, or you just liked it because you were a kid and like kind of dumb?
I bet it was pretty rocking because it feels like they had some pretty heavy guitars and some pretty cool stuff in there.
I do remember some of that, but it even made me think about like movies we watched like when we were younger too. Like, you know how I told you we should check out Grandma's Boy. It's like as you're watching, it's like, yeah, there's some funny parts to it and everything, but it's like, man, it's really not as good as I remember.
It was funny.
It was funny. But it was just
it wasn't definitely. We'll get into it. Are we getting into it right now?
We just get into it.
Let's do it. Like it was not. I would say we asked the question like, was it an instant classic or a flop? I feel like it's somewhere in the middle. Here's the thing. I got to pull up my notes because I did not realize that this was a Happy Madison movie. So that automatically like steps it up for me. Like
it definitely puts it in its own category for sure.
Yeah.
With that being said, it's like the acting was kind of bad. Like I know there's a lot of like quiet scenes where they didn't even have like background noise or music or anything. And it's like, it just feels empty.
Yeah, it was definitely, I don't know how they got through that. Like seems weird that they would have done that. So when this movie first starts, and the first thing I notice, I was a huge WCW and WWF fan.
Yep.
The first thing I freaking notice is Kevin Nash walks in the front door. I'm like, what? It's Kevin Nash. Yeah. What the heck?
Yeah.
And then they're like they're bad guys. They're gonna kick him out of his house or whatever. But I was just like, Kevin Nash, that's wild. Like I did not expect to see Kevin Nash in this movie.
And then there's some guy who's like close to the size, but definitely smaller than Kevin Nash and looks older and out of shape. He's trying to act tough next to Kevin Nash. Like, bro, you are not Kevin Nash. Just calm down.
Like, what?
Come on, man.
Yeah. And so then, you know, that cell phone. That cell phone he was using, I was just like, bro, I remember those, but dang, that it has come a long way since then.
Like you used to like buy ringtones and stuff like that. And it's like before cell phones actually were like functional, aside from just making calls and maybe sending a text, it's like the goal was to get them as small as possible. And like now people have damn iPads on like the side of their head, you know, just but yeah, so before it's like you want to have like a cool tone going off if somebody calls. Like now if my phone makes any noise ever anywhere, like I just kind of want to kill myself.
It's always on vibrate.
Yep.
It's always we've got breaking news.
What?
We have a caller on the line.
No,
Yeah, hang on.
that doesn't sound real.
We do have a caller on the line.
I'm a little nervous.
Hello, thank you for calling Cartridge and Quest.
Am I really on?
You're on the podcast. How can we? What can we do for you?
Yes, I heard a rumor that one of your nerd lords has never seen Lord of the Rings trilogy, and I was.
Oh snap! He's calling him out.
Oh shit!
Lord of the Rings. This is a
Lord of the Rings.
this is a deep dive. If we're gonna take this caller's request.
It is. I request that he watches the Lord of the Rings and preferably The Hobbit first.
Like-
but I would settle for the trilogy.
The whole trilogy, the whole 18-hour trilogy.
You're telling me it goes on that long?
But honestly, I'd settle for anything.
Okay, well, it sounds like we might have a new quest. Thanks, caller. Appreciate it.
Jesus. So there's a lot more to it than I even think.
Oh man, Lord of the Rings is nuts, dude.
I thought it was a movie.
It's a bunch of books. It's a bunch of movies. It's a bunch of prequels. It's a bunch of sequels. Like it's a whole thing.
How would I even know where to start?
You start with the one called Lord of the Rings.
I don't know.
We got a caller. We got a request from a caller. We might have to take him up on it.
How long is this going to take me? Like, is it possible to have it done by next week, or
we'll do it together? But I mean, it could be a quest. Like maybe it's I don't know. Maybe it's a summertime thing.
Man,
maybe we just like do a deep dive in the summer and just do Lord of the Rings.
Man, I guess. I hope it's entertaining.
It's cool, dude.
Is that the thing that has the Smeagol?
Yes.
Okay.
And there's elves and dwarves
and the Dobby.
The Dobby and the Harfoots and like it's a cool. They got wizards.
Harry?
Not that kind.
I like Harry.
Harry Potter's cool.
I don't know why, but I feel like one of my favorite parts of the movie is like when they're having the party scene and they're talking about smoking like the Frankenstein weed, and then you see this old lady walking in the background with her arms up. Just I don't know why that got me so bad.
So I mean, the key points for me, like the cell phone. What's the stoner guy's name? His friend Dante. When he goes to Dante's house and Dante's like, sorry man, I didn't hear you, I was putting on my Christmas tree, and he's like, it's July, and he's like, whoa man, I can't believe it. That was hilarious. Yeah. And then when he goes to his buddy's house to stay after he gets booted out of his house,
but it's a sweet car.
It's the car bed, like dude, really,
like you sleep in a car bed. He's like, yeah, but it's a sweet car.
My sister says I should get rims
or radio so I could talk to other car beds.
So that was hilarious, like really funny. The way he gets kicked out of his house is just wild. Like
some of it is just too wild, man. Like too out there, but definitely not a kid movie. But
it's not a kid movie.
Funny,
if you're gonna watch this one, don't have the kids around.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way he gets kicked out of his house is like that dude. He shows up later in the movie. He would never be my friend again.
Yeah.
For getting me kicked out. Like that would just not be all right. And then when he goes to the first night at his grandma's house, her old roommate had died in that room, and he's sleeping in the bed, and his grandma's under the bed, like making him think there's like a ghost in there. It's like, Granny is awesome.
Don't kill me, Sophia.
Yeah, his granny is so cool. And then we see an actual Xbox.
Yeah, a real
Xbox in the movie. So something I heard was this movie, the game that they're building, was supposed to be an actual game, and it never actually happened.
Really,
that's cool. The reason that they made the movie in the first place was to promote the game, and the game didn't actually happen.
That makes sense. But seeing that Xbox, like, it reminded me that I had a buddy at the time who built me a modded Xbox.
Yes, I remember that thing, dude. It was so cool.
It was wild.
Yeah, that thing was awesome. It did all kinds of things. It had switches on the front of it where you would change things. And
I didn't dare touch it because I didn't know what it was going to do, like alert the government or something. But
that thing was super cool.
But yeah, it was amazing, man. I love that thing.
So I don't know. My wife is like, she's super into like old stuff, and so like our house feels like a grandma's house, and we're 40.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah.
40ish, we're 40. She'd be pissed at me if I said we're 40.
Yeah.
But like the can that that's on the desk,
I figured she'd love
my
that. Or
wife,
like the
no,
vases
she
and
has
shit.
it.
She
It's
has it.
at our house. Like it's sitting on one of our shelves at our house.
Like
The
we just had to
exact
get the
can.
ashes out of it first, but yeah, that makes
And
sense.
I don't think there was any weed in it. At least our weed's not in there because we don't smoke.
Sophia's tea.
Yeah, Sophia's tea. And then peace out life on the screen. I thought that was hilarious. In the background, it just said peace out life. It was the like game over screen. Just said peace out life.
Oh.
I noticed that and thought it was funny. And then when grandma finds his bong and she makes it the vase and it's on the table, I rolled at that.
She's like, it stunk so bad, and it's like,
yeah. And then obviously the whole point of this whole movie is the party at grandma's house at the end.
yeah.
Right. That's the reason they did the whole thing.
She's like, I made you guys ice cream sandwiches. It's like literally like bread and lettuce with ice cream. She's like, yeah, I think some of the biker guys in there want some.
Yeah. And then so that party at grandma's house was wild.
Yeah, it got real crazy.
So I mean, good movie. It's definitely not one I watched when I was in college or younger. So I hadn't seen it before, but
just a fun video game based movie though. Like
it
made me think like, God, that'd be such a cool job to be like a video game tester, like finding bugs and all that stuff.
Yeah, the break room scenes were pretty funny. I mean, the weird guy that owned the company was just so weird, turning into a robot when he got nervous. So
yeah, JP.
So I mean, that's Grandma's Boy. We reviewed it. We said we would, and we did.
It was pretty good.
Holding true to our promises, folks.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I mean, just looking at your poster now, if you guys can't tell, Trav is constantly moving everything around. So I don't know if we're gonna have any continuity whatsoever, but we do constantly have people bring up the fact that we have some like sick posters, and especially like the ones behind me. Trav has a couple as well, but they were donated by a friend of ours named Jerry here at the
old Barefoot Jer.
Barefoot Jerry, and super cool guy. I love that he is
Jerry's
all
great.
about his community, man.
Oh,
like,
he does. He's super about Wellington, making this town awesome, and he does with the theater, with the Regent. Like the Regent makes this town so much cooler than it would be if we didn't have it.
Absolutely. So we do our best, like both of our families, to go support him. We will do even like sponsored nights where, we'll sponsor, let people come in for free movies and things like that. So Jerry was cool, hooked us up with these posters, and then we got to talking to him like, man, like he's a big podcast guy. Like he likes to listen to podcasts. So, we're like, well, what if we, we'll just do a little trade of services here, man. Like we'll just, we want to let people know like what he's up to, the things he's got going on. And I thought it'd even be cool if like maybe we have some Cartridge Quest night where maybe we have a film that some people can come in, hang out with us, and then I might even make like something special for the popcorn or for like hot dog toppings or something, do some special food stuff with him. But he was a really great connection for us, even prior to doing this. I mean, he's just a great dude. So I just felt like he deserved a shout out for, making us look good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like he gave us our backgrounds. Man. Didn't even bat an eye at it. Like you just asked him, he's like, yeah, take him. Like, yeah, it's fine, whatever.
Come check it out. Come see what you want.
Usually like you can buy his posters.
Yeah.
Like you guys can go buy those from him. Any movie that you love, he's probably got the poster for it, and
he's got some crazy posters. Like he has like the original, like I think it's like his daughter's though, so he ain't getting rid of it. But it's like the original like Harry Potter poster. I'm like, dude, that's got to go for some money. And this dude just had tons of them, So it makes me want to go through there. And I'm sure as we continue on, we'll probably go and check out Jerry and see about upgrading our look. So who knows what we're going to find. But man, yeah, be ready for a new look and maybe a special event night at the region if people want to come hang out with us.
If you're in Wellington, like go check out a movie there. Like don't go to Wichita.
Yeah, absolutely. And he said the same prices.
Yeah.
Ticket prices, I can't even remember, like the last like something ridiculous like 10-20 years or something, like they haven't gone up.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and like go there and get popcorn if you're having a movie night at home. We do that all the time. We go get popcorn from it's $5 for a large popcorn up there to
delicious
go, and it's delicious. And he's an awesome dude to talk to.
I'm about to text him right now, see if he's got some popcorn.
Got any popcorn? So check Jerry out at the Regent if you're in Wellington. If you're coming through here, go check him out at the Regent. It's an awesome place. I mean, just look it up on Facebook. The
Historic,
sign is
man. It's
awesome.
cool.
Just a cool place.
Yeah, very cool. How about this one? Tell me this isn't why we're like anxious, like crazy adults now.
I mean, it's closing in. I can just feel it closing in on me.
Yeah. I just remember seeing this little hedgehog like struggle for breath in his lifeless body. It was like, I killed him. I felt responsible.
There's no actual next game in life.
And I just saw his dead body just float to the bottom. That's
that poor little Sonic. Man.
And then it made me think like, surely there's other things that like really got to me. Like I remember like the sun in like Mario that would like swoop down and like try to kill you and stuff, or even these little blocks you got to jump on, you know, like
that freaking cloud lady with the fish hook in Mario that would throw stuff at you.
Yeah,
she gave me anxiety.
That was wild. I don't know that I could put a sex on that thing, but
oh, I thought it was a she.
I don't know. It might be a dude.
I mean, I think it was a girl. I think it was a she. I think it's a she. We could probably find out.
We'll find out. we'll add that to our little edit. But yeah, I feel like there was a lot of crazy stuff that I can't even remember now in video games that just made me just feel like anxious, dude. Like I don't know, like
her name's Madame Flurry. Maybe not. Well, that's the big chested purple lady. So never mind.
I was like, that doesn't sound accurate whatsoever. I've literally never heard that name.
Lakitu, and I think it is a dude because he's just he's like a turtle. He's one of the Koopas.
Okay.
Anyway, my biggest anxiety in video games was, man, I seriously, I went on a roller coaster ride of emotions watching this again. Max Payne.
I don't know that ever really played. No, I don't think so.
Dude, this game, hopefully this resonates with somebody because it gave me I've never had a video game. I still think about this game maybe once every 3 or 4 months. I think about this Max Payne scene where it's a dream scene in Max Payne, and you're in this dark room and you're trying to find this lady's baby, and you hear screams in this dark room.
Like haunted house
you're running down this hallway. There's this way, forward. Like you can go different ways, and you're trying to listen to where things are and figure out where the baby's at. And there's screams, there's cries, there's dudes like taunting you. Like it was so anxious. Like I just can't even explain how it just makes you feel. And so I pulled this up on YouTube this week when I was thinking about this, and it brought me right back to being like 15 when I was playing this game. Like, so like, I was just like, oh, you really want it. Like it's a dream. So it's not even like, it's even more fake than the game, right? Cause it's a dream even in the game, but you really want to find the thing you're supposed to be finding in this game, in this dream. And oh man,
I feel like I need to look this up now because
you need to just go find I bet you can just get Max Payne on Xbox. I mean, you got cloud gaming or whatever. You've got a Game Pass.
That's true.
Probably play it.
I don't even know if I have Game Pass, to be honest, but
we figured out you do. You just have the cheap one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean, I really don't think another game's ever affected me the way that Max Payne affected me.
That sounds pretty intense. I remember when Metal Gear Solid was new, like there was a game I had that had a quick demo of Metal Gear Solid on it, and I just remember like maybe on like a boat or something, and it's dark, and there's these cardboard boxes, and like you could like go around near the enemy and just like knocking on a wall, and it alerts them, and they come in, and then you like hide in this cardboard box. I used to do that so much, and it was so fun, but at the same time, I was like, oh god, I hope they don't find me. But yeah, it was hilarious. And then I think you end up like snapping their neck or something when they turn around. But
dude, let's talk about that for just a second. Like game demos.
Yeah.
Though that was like demos were just so freaking cool back then.
You didn't expect it. And it's like, oh man, now there's a whole new game that you can play the first like 10 minutes of it or whatever, and then it was over.
How did we get those? Like, was it on a disc? How did we, because there was no online store. Like, how did we get demos?
Been, like, on the game disc, like just a small.
Oh, that has to be what it was. Yeah, it was like at the beginning, you could pick a demo of a different game.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't remember, but I do remember game demos were so cool because you could just play the first part of a game and figure out if you even liked it or not.
Yeah. That was a pretty good demo for me though, because I was like, man, I want to play this game. Like just running out, snapping necks and hiding in boxes.
Yeah, and like back then, the disc was the game.
Yeah,
like that you didn't have to worry about it. Like, yeah, there was some stuff that they added later, and it you could download it once we were connected to the internet. But it was the game. You popped the game in, and you just went, or you just
and that's what pisses me off. It pisses me off so much now when it's like, oh, I've got this like new Halo like deluxe whatever. I'm gonna put it in. It's like, okay, well, here you have the disc, but you still have like an 80 gig download, and it's like
all the disc is the fact that you own it now, but the rest of it you got to pull from the internet.
Yeah, so stupid. I don't understand, but
yeah. So anxiety in games, man. Like I feel like Fortnite gives me that a little bit sometimes, just because I really don't want to disappoint my teammates, but I'm bad at this game.
But I typically do.
And I usually end up disappointing them. And by the end of the night, somebody's pissed at me.
No, I think it's usually pretty funny. Like it kind of gets to the point like where if something happens and you're the only one alive, it's just like, well, shit.
Remember that time I carried us?
Maybe once out of like 150 games, but
I can't. We play this game so much.
Yeah.
We played Halo so much.
Yeah.
I was always the worst.
I don't know how you can't get better.
I don't know how I don't get better. Like I can't figure it out. I don't know if I've just learned how to do something wrong and I keep doing that.
I'm gonna say to start, stay out of the damn cars. Like this guy.
No way, dude! It's so fun.
No, we will be in a gun battle. So it's typically myself, his wife, and Trav playing. It'll be like 2-on-3 where we're gunning people. And then Trav just circling around in a car, hitting anyone who moves.
Anyone means even my teammates sometimes. But get out of my freaking way. You know I'm in a car.
I will be trying to murder somebody and coming close to it. And all of a sudden I go flying through the air. I'm like, well, there's fucking Trav. Trav's here. Good.
I showed up.
He did. Yeah. He showed up in the worst possible way. And then, like he said, it's funny when we're both down, like, and then we get to watch his screen, and we're both like, "What the hell are you doing?
So
Why
nervous.
did you go there? Why are you?"
They're telling me everything they would have done, and I'm like, guys, I don't play like that. Like, I don't know what you would do.
He's just jumping around, like throwing like health at people. I'm like, no, man, get a gun on, like shoot him. Like, what are you?
Yeah, I'm bad at it. Like,
sometimes you just got that nervous freak out where you just start like just chucking items at people and just
trying to get to the right thing, and you push the wrong button.
Yeah. Also, they have a med kit, and
they got splashed, and I'm just like, oh man, I just helped them.
But then there's that rare thing where all of a sudden Trav like beats out two people.
Figure it out, and I kill out. I get those 2 kills and win it.
And it's like your only 2 kills of the game too.
Usually,
we'll both go out with 8 to 12
shut up!
He's that's
so fake.
That
is so fake. 8 apiece, bro.
I will
8 apiece.
We literally will have I think we literally just had a game where we had like a quarter of the kills of the game.
Between 25.
Between me and your wife, we had a quarter of the kills, and it's like here's Trav
with his one. There is no way.
100%.
We do have a pact though. I have to get at least 1 kill, or they won't revive me.
Yeah.
So I have to get that 1 kill.
We just have to know that it's like not worth it to go pick up his dead body, and it's like, do you have a kill?
And every time they're like, we're not doing it again. They always come. They always come after me. They always help.
You almost broke a record like last game though.
I feel like I died so many times, dude.
Like 4 or 5 times.
I died so much that game. We still came in second.
We always come in second. That's
always.
The problem.
That is the problem. You're right.
Yeah.
Fortnite's so fun.
It is fun, but good God. What are you going to do?
Nothing.
Not get better.
Trying.
We'll do that.
We play a lot, but I really don't feel like I play enough.
Yeah. We need to start a segment, though, like legit, where you hook up to a capture card and you record your gameplay, whether we have like funny content or fun content or whatever. And then I just want to go back and watch it and be like, okay, well, this was really stupid. You shouldn't have done that. What you should have done, just to give you new ideas. You know what I mean?
Because you're just so great at it.
I'm not even saying I'm not good at it. But the thing is, like, we will be shooting at people like on another house or mountain or something. And I know enough to kind of sway my character around. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sorry. I wasn't in the military.
Trav just sits here like just dead still with a sniper, just like looking at
That's what the sniper does. He doesn't move.
With a glowing scope to be like, hey guys, I'm right here. I'm not going to move at all. And not only that, the worst damn thing is he will find the biggest fucking headed character.
Give me Mikey and Donnie and Raph and
Yeah.
Leo all day. Give me Hulk. Give me.
This guy will sit in a fucking bush with a skeleton head that's on fire. So you just see this glowing red
I
flame.
stopped
And
doing that.
why
after
did
you
I
guys
get
told
shot in
me.
the head? I don't understand. Like, first off, you don't move. You're a huge fucking target.
Listen, what I don't understand is how when you're in a sniper scope,
Yeah.
how you can move and still hit someone.
That's the hard thing. You got to move back because that's what they're doing. If you watch their scope, you'll see it glowing.
Bullcrap.
You'll see them moving back and forth. Or they'll take a shot and then move. Take a shot and move. You know what I mean? But you were just like, I'm going to sit here until this guy crosses my perfect fucking hairs. And he's like, oh, there's a headshot. I'm dead, guys. And the best thing is every time he dies, dang it. So like just randomly, I'll just be playing and all of a sudden you hear the Fortnite noise and then Trap, dang it.
Dang it.
It's like, well,
whatever.
Trap's down.
Listen, I feel like these guys would not laugh nearly as much as they do if I wasn't playing.
Oh, it's true. 100%. Amanda and I just win, and then it gets boring.
Oh,
So
please. Jeez Louise.
See what Trav's doing. Let's
get serious right
Trav.
now. We
Or
just
it's
win
really
every
hard.
time.
Or it's really hard because, like, you know, we're like higher levels. Like, let's get Trav in here with the bot lobby, and then it kind of makes it a little bit easier. But
And then they never even give me any credit. Anytime I kill anybody, like, oh yeah, that was a bot. Like, how do you even know? You didn't even see them.
I swear to God, like, I want to wrap this up just so you can go home and play Fortnite. I'm gonna start clipping some shit, like the end of my match when it says I have like 12 kills, and then I'm gonna have you do the same thing and be like, well, I got 2 assists because I hit him with a car.
That's right. And you stole all my kills, fool.
He's also a loot whore. That's another thing. Like,
oh, you gotta have loot.
Your wife and I will be just wrecking teams. Like, there's times where we've had 2 or 3 teams where we're just.
Are you wrecking them, or do you need help?
And we are wrecking people. They're dead. Trav's not even anywhere on the map. Like, literally, you look at the map, you can't even see his ass. And then all of a sudden, he comes flying in or in a car or something and just starts grabbing shit from all these people we killed.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. It's fun. You know what else is fun? When somebody's running and you just throw something in front of them and they hit it.
Constant. We will like be running towards a battle or running away from someone. All of a sudden, there's a shield bubble or a shelter of some sort. Like just
those shelters are so fun because they're
so
like,
what the hell is going on? I was like, oh, that's just Trav being Trav.
Throwing those shelters are so fun.
It is fun if you catch somebody up. like you see them running away. And you're like,
they go
nope.
right in the door at the bottom of that thing,
Yeah.
and they're just stuck in there, and they get super mad. Like
that'd be cool if it was an enemy though, but it's never an enemy. It's always us. It's always your teammates.
You're not accurate with an enemy.
It would be really cool, like if we're under fire and we're just getting our ass beat, and you're like,
throw it in
shield
there,
bubble, guys. No. He's like, I'm just gonna hit you with a car and toss you up like a fucking duck and let
get
them
you out of there, and you're not getting bullets anymore.
Got some heated debates going on, so.
Right. Master debaters.
Until next time.
We're out of here. See y'all later. Peace.